everyone, this is Cindy with Paint with the Heart, and I had a lot of people interested in the little bear that I had made for one of my other videos. I just showed how to make a card. I didn't actually show how to make the cute bear, which is this right here. So we're going to make this today. I'm going to put it on a card, and this is for the Cards TV challenge, and actually not a challenge, it's actually a blog hop for some new stamps that Mary's coming out with. So I will show you those stamps. But right now I want to get started. And this is not my idea. This came from Kathy DeRouche, and her blog is Kathy plus 5, CATHY plus PLUS, and then the number 5.blogspot.com. And she has lots of other creatures that she's made. She doesn't always give measurements. She just kind of shows them. And this one, actually, there were measurements, so I decided to go ahead and make it. She uses mostly the Close to My Heart cartridges, but there are lots of similar shapes on a lot of the other cartridges. So, you know, you can look through what you have and try to find things that are similar, because a lot of this is ovals and circles. So ovals and circles are on like every cartridge. There's also an egg shape, which we're using Art Philosophy. There is also an egg shape that you can find obviously on some of the Easter cartridges. We're also using, let's see what other shape, kind of like an ornament, and I'll show you that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I've got my measurements, and I am going to try and put all the measurements on my blog. It's much too difficult for me to put it on here. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the egg-shaped body. So here is the egg shape. This is actually from Art Philosophy. It's on page 57 in the handbook, and it's cut at 2.5 inches. Okay, so that is, and then what you can do, and I don't think I did it on this example, is you can go ahead and use some distress ink, which I did a little bit on the one that I did. It's not completely necessary, but you might want it just so that your colors pop out a little bit. So that's that. And then here is the head. Okay, so the head is this ornament shape, and this is also found in Art Philosophy. It's page 27, and it's cut at 2.0, so 2 inches, and that's going to go right here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just put it together as we go along. So go ahead and you attach your body. Okay, so this is what you start off with. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got our feet. Okay, so you cut 2 feet out. And these are ovals. They're also in Art Philosophy. They're cut at 1 inch, and they're on page 42 of the handbook. And so they're going to go however you want to have your feet. Okay, so that's kind of how they're going to go, I think, on here. Let me see here how I want to have my feet, because it's hard for me to tell. I think I'm going to have it like that and like this is what I think I'm going to do, something like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach that. Okay, this is the first time I've ever really done something like this, and it did really turn out very cute. Okay, so there's your feet. Okay, now it doesn't look like much yet, does it? It doesn't. Don't worry, it'll come together. So the next thing is we've got our muzzle. Okay, and that's right there, and that is also an oval. It's from page 42. And it's cut at 1 inch, just like the feet. It's exactly the same as the foot, only it is cut in this other color for the muzzle. And that's going to go here. And what I'm going to do when I do it is I'm not going to put too much ATG on the top and the bottom, because I'm actually going to stick my eyeballs down. Let's see, like this. Okay, so there you go. Still doesn't look like much, does it? So now we've got two eyes. Here are our eyes, because I'm going to fit these eyes in here. So the eyes are, let's see, what are the eyes? The eyes are also an egg shape, so the same as the body, only it's cut at 0.75, so 3/4 of an inch. You cut two of them, it's on page 42. So what I'm going to do with my eyes is, sorry, I gotta kind of tuck them in a little bit in the muzzle, and kind of have them go in a little bit. Like that is what I'm going to do for this one. Okay. It's hard to do it upside down, so if it looks a little funky, no worries on that. Just kind of tuck it in. Okay, so there are eyes. So it's coming together a little bit more. And then, whoops, let me see here. Usually you'll have like one side of the eyeball you like a little bit better. All right. Okay, so there are eyes. Again, not so beautiful yet. And then we've got a nose, which is also, did I do an egg shape on the nose? I did an oval at 1 inch. Okay. And that's going to be your nose, and that's going to go right there, I think. Oh, I know what I did. Ah. That's why it didn't look weird. It looked funny. I mixed up my nose with my eyeball. Sorry about that. They look the same. Oh, there we go. So much better. Doesn't look better? Okay, so then you put your nose down. Okay. So here's the start of our body. Okay? Now we want to get our ears. So for the ears, we have 2 circles. Okay, so the circles are cut at, let's see, 1 inch. You need 2 of them. And then you cut these little tiny ones at 1/2 inch, and they're going to be sort of the inside little part of your ear. So I'm actually going to put these on first. And what you kind of want to determine is how much of this top part do you want to show, because once you put it down, okay, so then so you do your ears. See, like that. It's starting to come together a little bit. All right. All right, so, you get the idea with the ears. Okay. So, it's in the sample and everything, the bear is holding a heart. So I had it holding a heart just like in my sample. But you don't, you can have it hold anything you want, a sign. Okay, so there's that. And if you want to know about this heart, this is found on the Artiste cartridge. And it's got this scallop heart, and then there's this little heart. So little heart's at 1 inch, I think, and this one's at 1 inch as well. So I'm going to have it kind of, this one's going to be hanging down quite low. I think I made my body a little bit small, so I'm going to readjust it. Make it a little bit taller. There we go. So, there we go. All right, so it's holding the heart. So there's the heart, and then I've got these 2 paws. And what I did for the paws is I put them on some foam so they have like a little bit of elevation. So it really does look like it's holding the heart. So like that. And like that. And so these hands, these are just circles, and they're cut at 0.75. I don't know if I said that. Okay. So that's like the gist of the heart. You can see it's pretty easy. So, couple other things that you can do. One of which is if you want to give your bear some toes. Okay, you could use gems. Okay, which I'm considering using. You could also use these. And what this is just a hole punch. Once I punch them, I just open up this and take the little scraps. Okay, and that's what I use for the toes. I think I might try gems for this one, just to be different, even though this is not the one that's actually going to go on my card, because I already have one kind of ready to go. Oops. Alright, that one didn't stick. Let's see. So I'm going to do gems for this one, but on the other one that I used, I just used that little hole punch idea where you punch the hole and then you open it up, open the trap, and the little circle scrap becomes your toes. And they're a little big still though, so these actually kind of work. The gems work really nicely. Okay, so because it got painted toenails. All right, so there's really the start of your bear. Now it looks like it's missing some pizzazz. So for a little bit of pizzazz, okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of freckles, and then you can use some chalk on the cheeks, which I might come back and do. Okay, so there's that, and then you want to go ahead and give it eyelashes. And so what I did was I just kind of came through and did kind of longer eyelashes through, and then I went in close and did little tiny ones. I just did little tiny ones. And so there's your eyelashes. It's hard to see, it's probably at an angle because of some lighting. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and then let's see, for the paws, I just did a couple of lines and gave it some paws. And then I go in with my white gel pen. You have to turn around and look at me, I'm sorry. Otherwise I'm going to totally screw it up, and I would love to be able to actually use this on a card since I cut everything out. So you just go in and do a tiny bit of doodling. Okay. And so just to give you an idea, this is kind of what you end up with. Okay? So you get the gist of it. You'll have more time to kind of adjust your bear so it looks symmetrical. Okay, but I want this to be like a 1,000,000-minute video. So let me go into my card. So that's the bear. And then here's my card. It is a center step card. And I use Reflections paper pad. My lighting is terrible today. I don't know what the deal is. Sometimes you just can't get good lighting. So that is what I'm using today for my card. And for this card, I'm going to put my bear just right here in the middle. I kind of set him down like that. So what I did was I put it on some foam. And then I'm going to show you the stamp sets that I used from Mary from Cards TV. And she's got a couple of new ones. One's called Sugar Rush, which is adorable. And I can't wait to get that one. And then the other one is, I think it's called Count Your Blessings. And that's the one that I'm going to be, that I'm really showcasing today. Okay, so for this card, then I'm going to go ahead and put my bear down here. Okay. Now, it's called Count Your Blessings by Cards TV, and it's just got a lot of really nice sentiments on there. So the one I'm using is called Count Your Blessings, and I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it up and show you the whole card. Okay, so counting my blessings. So I've been going through a rough time, and I've had a lot of really good friends helping me, so this would be nice for them. Alright, so then I've got some buttons. So I've got a red button. I just tied a little bit of twine, and so I'm putting it on this side. And then I've got another button, which I'm going to put on this side. And then I've got some little pink buttons, which I'm going to put up here. Okay, so there's that. And then, last but not least, I did the inside of my card. Very simple. So I'm using, and I'll be honest, this is my favorite Cards TV stamp set. It's the Berry Sweet. Love that. So you like making bears, you have Teddy Bear Parade. It's just, you gotta have it because it goes with all of those Teddy Bear Parade cuts, as well as any other bear that you decide to make, and panda bears, koala bears, all the other kind of bears too. So very cute. And so I'm using this You Make Me Very Happy, and I just stamped it on some white and then just put it on the same paper as that. And so just nothing fancy for the inside, but that way I have a complete card. And so that's just going to go right there. Okay, so there's my inside, Make Me Very Happy. And then here's my completed card. I mean, I think it came out really, 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 really cute. So, counting my blessings. Be sure you visit cardstv.blogspot.com so that you can check out all the other stamp sets she has, as well as all of the other team members' projects. And I hope you liked my card today, and I hope that the tutorial wasn't too complicated for you guys. Be sure to visit my blog at cindyvernon.blogspot.com because I will have the measurements that I used all written down so that you don't have to actually follow the video. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. And be sure you visit Kathy DeRouche's blog, and that's Kathy +5 CATHY+, the number 5, .blogspot.com, so you can see all the other cute little creatures that she's made. Thank you for watching. Cindy with Creating with Art.